Hello guys, welcome to my channel worldnews. Let's start with today's news. Al Jazeera posted a news on 6th of August 2021 which states that Hezbollah launches a rocket fire in response to Israeli air raids. The Lebanese group Hezbollah has said it fired rocket at open ground near Israeli position in response to Israeli air raids on southern Lebanon, drawing retaliatory Israeli strikes for a second consecutive day. In a statement on Friday, the Iranian-backed and heavily armed Hezbollah said it had fired dozens of rockets in disputed Sebab Farms area after Israeli fighters early on Thursday launched rare air raids on neighboring Lebanon following a second day of rocket fire across the borders. The Shia group also said the Israeli air attack had hit open ground in Lebanon. Later on Friday, the Israeli military said its fighter jets had struck southern Lebanon after more than 10 rockets were fired across the border. The Air Force is currently striking the launch sources in Lebanon, it said. More than 10 rockets were fired from Lebanon into Israeli territories. Most of the rockets were intercepted by the air defense system, while the rest of them landed in the open area adjacent to Hado, the disputed Seva Farms border district, the Air Force said on Twitter. Israel's Israel's army radio also reported that the military fired shells and artillery towards part of southern Lebanon under the control of Hezbollah. Air raid siren sounded in the Upper Galilee in northern Israel and in the Golan Heights, part of the territory Israel captured in the 1967 Middle East War. Zena Khorda reporting from Lebanon said that the situation was precarious after the marked escalation along the borders, but noted that both sides were very careful in avoiding casualties. They were trading carefully because any wrong move here could lead to all-out war, said Khorda. These are two longtime enemies who are now sending messages to each other, said Khorda. But many in Lebanon also tell you that this escalation is undoubtedly linked to what is going on in the region because Lebanon is entangled with Hezbollah, of course, being an ally of Iran. She added that figures close to Hezbollah told Al Jazeera that the movement response was a message and a warning to Israel. They are telling that they are telling the Israel they cannot change the rules of engagement since the last war in 2006, said Khorda. Hezbollah is saying the ball is in the Israel court. They can escalate the situation or calm it down. It was the third day of cross-border hostilities that threatens a period of calm prevailing since 2006 when Israel and Hezbollah fought a one-month war. Rocket fired from Lebanon 2 days ago drew retaliatory Israeli shelling and air attacks in an escalation of cross-border hostilities. The UN peacekeeping force patrolling the Lebanon borders, UNIFIL, warned of a very dangerous situation. This is a very dangerous situation with the escalatory action seen on both sides over the past 2 days. It said, adding that it was working to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. Commenting on the situation, Sami Nadar of the Levant Institute of Strategic Affairs described the escalation as very serious and said it was a part of a large regional dynamic involving Iran. This is not a problem or a confrontation between Lebanese faction or Israel, he said. It has to be put in a large context of confrontation with Iran, which is what's happening in the Arab world in terms of targeting boats and vessels. It has to put in context of what's happening in Iraq with the targeting American military base in Iraq and also what's happening in Syria in terms of Israel bombing Iranian position inside Syria, said Nader. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you like it. For more news and updates, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel World and News and also share it with your friends and relatives. Thank you.